Well, we're getting ready to enter the Yaquina Head Outstanding Natural Area, and we're looking forward to seeing the Yaquina Head Lighthouse. But before that, we're going to stop in at the new interpretive center that you can see here to the right. And if you have a National Park Pass, that will get you in for free, or an Oregon Pacific Coast Pass. Otherwise, passenger vehicles are $7 and buses are $25 to $50 depending on capacity. Yaquina Head is open year-round. Times vary by the season, and the interpretive center is open from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. daily. The interpretive center is really nice and also has a fantastic gift shop. We're getting ready to watch a movie on the lighthouse before we actually go see it.
Wow, look at the lighthouse. It's so big.
Hi, welcome to historic Yaquina Head Lighthouse. My name is Michael and I will be your tour guide as we go up to the top of the lighthouse. So why don't you follow me? To get to the tower, we'll be going through this small building. It was originally the oil house. Over the years, the uses have changed from oil storage to a workroom and most recently to house the communications equipment in a backup generator. You probably already noticed the unusual marble floor, especially here in the rotunda. We're going to be going up on top soon, but I'd like to give you an idea of what it was like to be a keeper. Think about how many steps they might have had to walk on a daily basis. Especially carrying a can like this full with, well, one time lard oil, and then it changed to kerosene, and finally electricity in the 30s. So why don't we go up on top and get a real feel of what it was like to be a keeper. And make sure that you hold on to the handrail. Okay. So how much does a can of kerosene weigh? Oh, they could be over 20 pounds, actually. So sometimes you would have to carry two. This lighthouse was built with a unique double wall construction. In between the inner wall and outer wall is an air cavity for damage protection and also insulation.
I'm just wondering, how many bricks are in this lighthouse?
It's quite a few. There's over 370,000 bricks in this particular structure. It's quite a few. So, hey, how about we continue to the top?
All right.
The lighthouse is not just sturdy, it's a beautiful museum piece. The curving staircase, even the iron braces. The design is innovative as well. The vents that you see in the walls were used to bring air up into the lamp to keep it burning. Finally, the washroom. This is where a keeper would spend long shifts watching the light. The prisms in the ceiling are like skylights. By looking up through the skylights, the keeper could tell if the light was burning or flickering. I'd like to play you a tape of what the keeper would have heard during a roaring 50-mile-an-hour storm. One of their jobs was to go out on the catwalk and clean the windows. They also had to clean the soot off the Fresnel lens.
Oh man, this is great.
Take a look at the lens and the flashing unit. The lens and light together weigh about 4,000 pounds. This first order Fresnel lens was made in Paris, France, and designed by Augustin Fresnel. All the prisms from the top to the bottom bend the light into a concentrated narrow beam. Today's headlights use the same principle in using glass to bend light. The lantern was automated in 1966. Each lighthouse has its own flashing pattern. The Yaquina head signature is 2 seconds on, 2 seconds off, 2 seconds on, 14 seconds off, then repeats. While large ships today use modern technology such as satellites for navigation, most fishermen and recreational boaters still rely on the lighthouse. You've just been to the top of the tallest lighthouse on the Oregon coast, 93 feet. The Bureau of Land Management works closely with the U.S. Coast Guard, who maintains equipment that keeps the light shining out to sea. The BLM is responsible for taking care of the rest of the lighthouse.
Oregon Sentinels. Oregon's coastal lighthouses are visible links to the past, towering monuments to Oregon's maritime heritage and to the hardworking people that kept the lighthouse beacons lit. Although unoccupied since the arrival of modern technology, these classic structures stand as a testament to the history of Oregon's rugged coast. Most of Oregon's lighthouses were designed and built by the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers between 1870 and 1896. They were erected on prominent headlands or near major estuaries to support commercial fishing and shipping along the Oregon coast. The lighthouses were originally managed by the former U.S. Lighthouse Board, with the U.S. Coast Guard taking over stewardship duties in 1939. After installing automated beacons in the 1960s, the Coast Guard began transferring its lighthouse holdings to other government agencies. All 9 of Oregon's surviving lighthouse stations have been added to the National Register of Historic Places. They're visited by more than 2.5 million people each year. After viewing the lighthouse, you can take a trail down to a little beach called Cobble Cove. And some of the points of interest you're going to see are the harbor seals and thousands of seabirds, which raise their young at Yaquina Head. Pups and chicks are often visible from late spring through midsummer. Whales may be seen year-round. Bring binoculars for best viewing. You've been road trekking with Row and Low. Thank you for watching my segment on Yaquina Head Outstanding Natural Area. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do. And thank you so much for watching, and happy road trekking.